YouTube, what is good? I know it has been a hot minute since I put something out. As you can tell, I am in a completely different location. That's because my wife and I just moved into a 2-bedroom, 1-den townhouse. My motorcycle love has not died. Anybody that is wondering, it is not dead. It's just been subdued. We got a little chitlin coming in a couple of months, so for me, it's kind of just become one of those things where I know it's gonna happen one day. I love the motorcycle crew, the motorcycle culture. I love the idea of MCs, all that kind of stuff. I love the idea of riding clubs, ministry clubs, all that kind of stuff. As of right now in this stage of life, it's just not feasible to get a bike. I gotta upgrade my truck. So, well, I have started a company. It's just in the process of getting up off the ground. Yeah, anyway. So in terms of content, I know it has been very minimal, but at this point, it's been a headache trying to make content. I've started, so Smoke Portrait died 2 years ago, Valentine's Day essentially, a year and a half. Yeah, it would have been 2 Valentine's Days ago. And then I started Box Press Bagger thinking, sick, this is gonna be great, I can't wait, this will hopefully blow up the same way Smoke Portrait did. No. And now Smoke Portrait wasn't a huge account, but I was getting good numbers. I had 1,400 followers, 1,500. I was averaging 100 to 150 likes a day whenever I posted. And when I didn't post every day, it was still in the hundreds. It was amazing. And then all of a sudden the algorithm, I had one post that hit 480 likes, and then I tried to replicate that. I tried using the same hashtag, same time, same relative style of picture, and yeah, that whole thing just, it did not go well. And then I started Box Pressed, and that has been an absolute freaking grind. But I've also met some amazing people on Box Pressed as well. That all to say, now that I'm in this place, once we get settled in with the kiddo and all that kind of stuff, it's gonna be a more consistent flow of content, whether it's cooking, drinks, EDC, music, that kind of stuff. This channel, the Box Press channel here, is gonna be very eclectic. So hopefully there's something that everybody will enjoy, because realistically at this point, you're just seeing what I love to do. Anyway, I got me an old fashioned here, so let's jump into the video. Cheers. Forgot to put sugar in that old fashioned. So what we are talking about is EDC. So everyday carry is essentially stuff you're gonna use on the daily. Now for me in Canada, it's completely different than from, say, somebody in Texas or Arizona, where you have concealed carry permits. You can carry a pew-pew or a gun. Let's be honest, we're adults here. I would hope. Day by day, I wonder if adults even still exist. It's gonna vary depending on what country you're in, what your laws are. Make sure you look them up. Check your laws, make sure you know at least the baseline stuff, so if you do get checked by the cops, then you can say, look, this is what I looked into, this is what I saw, this is the baseline of what I know. And then they're likely to give you a bit easier of a time as opposed to, what am I carrying right now? It's pretty simplistic. On a work day, it's very simple. It's my wallet, pen, knife, phone, and keys. On my days off, it's a pocket organizer with a Swiss Army knife. Every time I've done this, I've said Salvation Army knife. Nope, not the right one. So Swiss Army knife, pen, pocket organizer, wallet, phone, keys, regular knife. Let's start with the baseline stuff. So my keys. So this is the Craft & Lore key hook in brass, and I've used the crap out of it. It's also got a, what did Michael say this was? A Whiskey Natural or something. If you're a Dodge owner, I have a Ram 1500. The cool part is, let me find myself there. Bingo. So the cool part is their hook or their ring will actually fit through your key. So you don't have to have it sitting on this cockeyed angle where it's all sitting off and stuff. Your keys will sit relatively flush. Okay, so this is my natural pocket organizer, the 2-up slip, I believe they call it. Now, I've carried my flashlight in this, my old work pen. I had my Gerber Asada in that for a little while, but right now it's just your standard run-of-the-mill. Why did it work for that, but not my I love technology. It's just a standard run-of-the-mill 10-year-old Swiss Army knife. There we go. I really actually enjoy it on my days off. It's great. I've got 2 of these, and then the other side is my Pete's Pirate Life mini click brass. The mini click brass, I dig it. It's a solid pen. That being said, moving on to the other pocket organizer. This is the one in another leather that I never really thought would blow my mind. This is in dark brown pull-up. Now, the cool part about dark brown pull-up, if I hold it like that, is that you can see that it pulls the color out of the areas where the item is sitting. And according to Michael, it'll stay like that, and it'll darken a little bit, but it'll relatively stay outlined, which is super cool. Not to mention, I don't know what it is about the smell of oilery leathers. Say that 6 times fast. They just smell unbelievable. We're getting relative summer heat way earlier than we normally do, so when that happened, my operator went absolutely bonkers. Like, this thing looks so good to me. I love how this is starting to turn out. The edging is starting to get nice and burnished and dark. The inside is starting to get nice and red because it's sitting in my jeans all day just scrubbing back and forth on itself. I love it. I carry a Word notebook in it, mostly for taking notes at church on Sundays, but also it could be anything from writing down a band name, a child name. We're still trying to figure that. So yeah, that's the wallets. Eventually I do want to actually get an operator or a port or both in dark brown pull-up, because that's a very interesting leather to me. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I will end up ordering both of those, but who knows. So moving on to the knives. We'll start with the one I carry less right now. That's my Giant Mouse GMF1. So this has got the Oak City Leather Supply horizontal carry sheath, as well as scales. So currently it's got the natural scales on it, but underneath the natural ones is a set of it's reversible, so it's a set of olive green, which I really dig. And then that way it matches my OD green paracord and brass bead from Craft & Lore. It's a solid knife. I really dig it. I've always loved this shape. It's just so small but so well built, I find. I really want to get a set of micarta scales for it though. Like a nice gray micarta or natural canvas. But I love that knife. It's gone with me from here to Alberta and back. It's great. And speaking of Alberta, this is my Gerber Asada. So this guy's in D1, D9, D1, D2 steel. I had to even it out there. That was the main reason I bought it, as well as it had green canvas micarta, which I like. So I will be doing a review on this knife in the next little while, because there is stuff I really dig about it, but there's also stuff that I really don't dig about it. So I'm still getting used to it. I've had it close to a year. The micarta has definitely, it's definitely darkened up a lot. It started out really light and then it darkened up because it takes in all the sweat, moisture, patina, all that stuff. But the cool part about it now, the edging around kind of the shoulder of it is starting to white out, which is a really interesting look. So I'm pretty excited about that. It takes an edge real well. It stays sharp. I've got it sharpened to a 20-degree edge right now currently. I think it came at a 15, but I just didn't like the visual of that. If you want to pick up some Craft & Lore gear, go to craftandlore.com, choose what you want. For the most part, my discount code will work. There are some specialty items, or like leathers and stuff like that, where it won't work or it won't be as much, but put box pressed bagger in at checkout and you'll get a cheeky little discount for that. It'll be perfect. So anyway, people, that's all for today, and we're just gonna sit here. I don't know why I fall into that one so easily, and it's not even that great. I just pissed off all of the UK, but that's okay. Go support some small makers, Craft and Lore, Oak City Leather Supply. I'll see you guys in the next video. They are going to be coming out relatively more consistently. I'm not making any promises, but feel free to just lambaste me in the comments for how long this has taken. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, stay frosty, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video.